season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up! Hey,
They'll start out here with the option left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The point after through the raindrops, serving good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Again, it's Mixon. Calais Campbell on the stop.
The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down there for T. Higgins. Don't let it be lost in Jamar Chase's phenomenal season. The Higgins had a big year for Cincinnati as well. Topped the 1,000-yard plateau for the first time, and he did it despite missing a few games with injuries. The third-year man could give Cincy a pair of here in 2022.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Adafiola showing up. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Justin Montebique working his way to the quarterback that time. McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Robinson's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You know, when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Remaining in this first half of football. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Bulldozes past him. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Again, it's Burrow. And down he goes. They sink him back right around the 41-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Burrow on play action. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Back to the ground, Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm is the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On second down, here's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down. Here's the option play now to the left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe...
football grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some room to run now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Jackson running again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Dobbins running out of the gun. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Here we go.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. McPherson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Steps away to his left, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Pirine. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.